Tomorrow we'll be heading to the coast. The best church administrator I ever worked with is retiring and moving away. She was smarter than the rest of us. She alone avoided being voted off the island. She understood a concept that others did not. Struggling churches are often fixated on their glory days, trying to replicate victories of the past by doing the same things with greater gusto. It's a little like continuing to inhale without exhaling. She was hired during the glory days of the church from which she is retiring and was able to ride out the exhale that followed. Research has demonstrated that churches have life cycles. They're born, they grow old, and they die. The only way to extend the life of a church is to replant it with a new congregation before it's too late. During their growing days, they often build bigger buildings and then struggle to keep them as they age. The next generation often does not value the dreams and goals of the past, and the buildings are part of the past. Values change, goals change. Living is not a matter of keeping the status quo. It's a matter of enjoying the journey, no matter what the stage. I didn't learn this secret until just recently. The writer of Ecclesiastes passed this secret down to us thousands of years ago, but every generation seems to miss the point. There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born, a time to die. A time to plant, a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to rebuild. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. That's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, the first 8 verses. Many avoid parts of this passage most of their lives. Some never come to grips with its full reality at all. There's a balance in every part of living, both perceived good and perceived bad, but each facet plays an important role in the play. Just as worship must contain fast and slow, praise and contemplation, as well as introspection and proclamation in order to be effective. The secret is to celebrate each facet of living, understanding that it's the only way to achieve true balance. And that's the beauty of living. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.